Hi, I'm Nathan. I go by Peteparker, and every week I do comic book reviews so that I can keep buying comic books because that is the rule around my house. I gotta review them online if I want to keep buying them. So this review is going to be for Fear Itself Spider-Man #1. This is the tie-in featuring Spider-Man to the Fear Itself event that's happening this summer. And it's written by Christopher Yost and drawn by Mike McKone. Mike McKone did a lot of the early art for the Exiles series, which I'm a big fan of. So a lot of people didn't really like the art very much, especially maybe not a lot of people, but the choice of black on Spider-Man's costume instead of blue there. They said, or I've heard, that it was very matted and flat and there's not a lot of definition there. I took it to mean that it's very dark, it's overcast and at nighttime, so you don't see a lot of the details and that kind of thing. Also kind of made for a darker setting, so I like that myself. Generally, this story was boring as hell. The story goes that Fear Itself, there's some Asgardian bad guys that have arisen from a long sleep, and they're using fear that they're establishing in the world to make themselves more powerful. So this story so far is mostly about how that fear is taking over New York City and how Spider-Man is trying to save people from mobs and from themselves while dealing with his own insecurities and fear that he's having also. The tone of the narration and the dialogue really feels like they were trying to... Mr. Yost was trying to get across a feeling of fear, like you should be afraid as you're reading through this, but that's not really what I got from this. If anything, the only feeling that I really got from it was really depressed or bummed out. You can see here there's 4 different sections on that page. There's basically 4 or 5 stories going on in this book at the same time, and they're all about individual people in New York City and how they're reacting to this fear or whatever. This one guy's trying to kill himself. This woman's husband or boyfriend or whatever left her while she's 8 months pregnant and about to give birth, and somebody else is paranoid and shooting at innocent people, and there's a bunch of rats gathering, which leads into the end of this book, was where they bring back Vermin. Here you go. To attack Spider-Man, so that's probably going to be the villain for this 3-issue arc. Yay, Vermin. So I found it to be really boring. I didn't really care about these random New York citizens and how they're dealing with their fear. Spider-Man was not in it a lot, although he's kind of reacting to some stuff. There's a lot to read. A lot of words and not a lot of cool stuff to look at the same time. Like I showed you probably the 3 panels that are the only cool part in the whole thing. And I'm disappointed because I was expecting, based on what they've done in the past, Christopher Yost and Mike McKone to be like a dream team of Spider-Man writing. And this does not look like a good start for that. So we're going to have to see how the other 2 issues go, but if they continue on with this whole introspective of every single New York citizen, then I'm really not going to be buying the other 2. And hopefully the other tie-ins, I haven't read very many, the other tie-ins to Fear Itself are a little bit more interesting, more action-packed maybe than this is. So we'll see. You never know. I mean, you got your buddy Vermin there, the guy that looks like a rat. It's supposed to, I guess, make you afraid, and Spider-Man's got rats on him. I don't know. I probably will skip the rest of this. I would imagine a lot of other people are too. I'm going to flip through the other ones and see if there's any more action than there was in this. But there you go. I forget what I gave it, though. I already gave it something. I'll give it a 2 out of 5. It's below average as far as it goes. The art's good for the most part, but the story is terrible. So there you go. Check out my other reviews at Spidey207, SPIDY207 at YouTube, or Peteparker at either the Marvel or DC databases, or iFanboy or Comic Vine. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.